What's up? I like to room. I like to room. Room with who? Room. Okay, you like the room? Cool. This is my knife shop. This is where I make knives and I make leather goods. Oh. Harley, what up, man? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Are you all right? That's the question. I'm here. I'm still here. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I have no clue who you guys are. You must introduce yourself if you're new to my page. If you like knives and leather, you're in the right spot. Hello? Hello, hello. Ain't it past you guys' bedtimes? All you guys that are in here right now. Didn't your mama and daddy tell you to go to bed? Oh, I'm sure you want to be heard. Pat pats. Okay, age check. What's your ages? Anybody in here over 13? Because this page is parental discretion. I done followed my dreams, and always have, and always will. I live in the United States. Wonder how long it's going to take. Oh, right in the middle of the United States. Where are you from? Songbird. I didn't know I was a DJ. Man. So is that emoji you have. That's dangerous too. That's dangerous to you. Yeah, okay. You don't know what it's like to be in a body of a 60-year-old. That's what I thought. You all are 14 years old or younger. Does your parents know you guys are all up? Following your dreams is something a young man has to do, not me. I'm retired. I done followed my dreams, and I still follow. What up, Hillbilly? We got all these 13-year-olds in here tonight. They took over the chat, man. What up, Paul? Cliff, what up, man? I'm over here boxing up prizes. Hold on. Oh, gosh. Oh. Robert Jones in the house. I got to bring up my new live on my notepad so I can go a little mobile here. I'm just cleaning up shop and messing around with shit and boxing up all the prizes, getting them ready to mail for next week. Derek Forhill is in the house. I'm going to have to show his shelves. Hopefully we can get his Derek's shelves in my website next week. You send me them pictures, Derek? I need pictures and dimensions. What the heck? Close the app. I got to reboot this thing. Restart. Oh, gosh. YouTube. This damn notebook is junk. I'm going to buy me a new one next week. I think I need to get new glue. I took off the clamps. Damn things fell apart. What? Well, you can't glue painted wood together, you know. It's got to be raw wood. And there's two kinds of glue. You got PVA glue, which is wood glue for common softwoods. And then you got Gorilla Glue, which is more of a an acrylic glue for hardwoods. So don't use PVA glue, wood glues on hardwoods. You got to use a Gorilla Glue. What's up, Randall? Man, I had like 14 children in here, man. When I first started my life, I didn't get none of yous all in here until I started messaging yous. Thanks, Dad. G-Man, step into my office because you're fired. I'm not fired. I can sell a lot of your stuff on my website. Well, if it's softwood, you shouldn't use Gorilla Glue. It's only for hardwood. Use PVA glue, which is a, you know, tight bond. I use tight bond. Even craft glue is a PVA glue. You can use that if that's all you have. But there's glues made for woods. Specific woods need specific glues. The PVA glue in softwoods, most of your conifers like your pines and your maples and all that, the PVA glue creates a chemical reaction with the cellulose and wood. That's what makes it bond. And you don't glue them when they're painted. Nice hoodie. Peter from South Africa. What's up, Peter van der Veer? Okay, what can I do here now? Am I going to get these stupid pop-ups still? Your channel. Oh, there it is. "14 children, and now I got 7 big kids." Yeah, exactly. So all my night owls are present. I'm over here boxing shit up. Trying to find boxes. Boxing them up. This is number 11. That's the big Benchmade right there. I got number 11, number 4, number 16. That was my last light. That lighter. Number 3, number 2, and number 1. So, I'm seeing what I can box up with what I have. I gotta get some more boxes tomorrow. Okay, here's number 13. Gotta get my marker. Where'd I put my marker? Well, that's what I told Derek. I can have his shelves on my website tomorrow, but I'm not going to do nothing in my shop towards work or for anything till Monday through Friday. That's my new schedule. Number 13, number 13. Oh man, I gotta plug in my damn PC. What's up, Randall? And hi to everybody else I haven't said hi to yet, if I missed anybody. There we go. We got some power now. Trying to get shit done, man. My wife went to bed, so I came down in the shop. Come on. Keep getting a stupid pop-up. Your apps are gonna quit. What app? Number 13. Yep, I put 13 on the bag. On it, in the bag. Cliff, I figure you and Paul didn't like me anymore anyways, because you haven't called me. Man, you guys are like women, man. Soap operas. Like sands through the hourglass, sows the days of your lives. Get me an extra sticker. I gotta take my phone over here. I'm probably too far away from the... Take it a little closer so the mic's a little better, huh? Bring the stand up. Oh, there we go. Let's put a Kelly bolster blade in there. And a blade walker. Number 13. I get them all in boxes and envelopes. Then I gotta go over my number book. It's got all the names on it. Get out of that basement, get you some fresh air, boy. I'm seeing what packages I can put in what. I don't think I can fit anything in there. I think I can put this in there. Number 7. Talked to Ed Harrison earlier today for a while. Are you making knives? Nope, not making knives tonight. I'm not making nothing live for, well, you know, I might be live while I'm making knives, but I'm not going to be giving them away. So this is number 7. Y'all have a number on your envelope when you get it. You'll know what number you were in the drawing. CRKT. And my knife slip I made. Yeah. Number 7. Okay, I got. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more packages. Who runs exclusive knives? Yes, what brand? Giveaway, see, Randall, let's see, Tommy, and let me see. Jim, I found out that Ohio River Jack is not a Jack Wolf. Randall's hit the sack. Didn't I, Randall? All right, yeah. Some of y'all been on a lot of lives tonight, I see. Okay, the Benchmade. Full immunity. Number 9. Billy Bond, Deep South Cutlery. Look familiar, Big Jim? Deep South Cutlery. Billy Bond, Deep South Cutlery, Highway 49, Site B, Wiggins, Mississippi. That's number 9. This box came from Wiggins, Mississippi, and it's going to whoever won the Benchmade. I got the names with the numbers on my desk. What knife's a mermaid, Clip? The Boker? Boker mermaid? What's going on here, Matthew? Boxing shit up, man. Alright, where's my knife? Where'd you take my knife to? There's my knife. Take Billy Bond's sticker off here. That's fine. That's number 9. Almost bedtime for the best life, huh? Boker mermaid. In rainbow. Ned Foss mermaid. I got you. Okay, 1, 2. This keeps falling off. What the heck? I think that goes in there. No, that goes, yeah. It goes in here. Rob's Nerdy Knives. I'm gonna buy me a shitload of bags like this. Man, they come in so handy. I got some somewhere when I used to make fishing lures, and I put them in a crate somewhere, and I gotta find them. Nothing like that mermaid. Nope. That's the collector's mermaid. Everybody that's serious about collecting knives has to have a mermaid knife. So what we got here? Oh, this was number 14. Yeah, these are the Barlow Brigade giveaways. This one goes in here. Yeah, there's a Stacy's in there. Okay. I got extra Stacy's I gotta give away. Put that in there until I find the damn. Let me see. This is Big Jim's. I gotta find a package for that. Yeah, Cliff's got a different mermaid than me. Yep. Let me see. What do I got over here? more boxes. 2 more. I got boxes floating everywhere, man. That's going to have to be a bigger one. I think I can get Jim's in here. Let me see. Jim's got the Jim won Paul's knife. Artisan cutlery. That's too big for that box. It'll fit in this box. Alright. Who's on here? Doesn't say. Some corporation. Ooh, it's like a piece of paper. Industrial Magnetics Incorporated, South Boney City, Michigan. What did I buy here? I have no idea. Ooh, I got an owner's manual for a 4K camera. You guys just BS with each other. I'm getting... What is this? Mobile phone repair tool, screw memory mat. I'll throw that in for you, Jim. I don't know what the hell it is. Here's that bolster for you, Jim. This is what the end of a buck knife looks like, 119. This is in its molded stage. Number 10. Uh-oh, there's a sticker in there. From Jerry's and Shelby Knife Guy. Case knives. Number 10, number 10, number 10. Ooh, that box is okay. It's fine. Number 10. Holy Doodle said hi. What? I tried to get him to email me, G-Man, but he's mad at me and he ignores me. Who, Derek? Coffee, be right back. Oh, you guys can hash it out right here. Kiss and make up, do whatever you gotta do. Nathan Bell. Okay. Number 10's on the box. Let me see. Shh, don't tell Jim he's getting coffee right now. I'm going to throw him a surprise in his package. A little key fob, see? Dirty old man probably love that. Right on top. Oh, he's gonna love that. You need that best life? I got two of them. I gotta keep the other one though. My father gave them to me. All right, now where did it go? Gosh darn it. I hate these dispensers, man. I got a better one over there. I should take this out and put it in the other dispenser. I know. Let's find that other dispenser. Uh-huh. Would you look at that? That's what you need for boxing shit up right there. Take this tape out of the shitty dispenser. Wow, the only problem is, how's it going to fit on there? They take this off, maybe, I don't know. No, it's not made for this dispenser. Maybe. Maybe I can get away with it. Nope, I gotta buy the rolls made for it. Son of a gun. Okay. Now that I took that one out of that dispenser, might as well put it back in. There's an old box here. Tape makes them new again. There's Big Jim, number 10. Okay, what do I got here? Ooh, I'm losing my Cheetos. my Cheetos. What is this? eBay. Westminster, Maryland. Mark Yeakel. I bought something from Mark Yeakel. A vintage Western jig Durling single blade folding pocket knife. Vintage Western, huh? Where's that? Single blade folding pocket knife. Oh, it's over here somewhere. $59. Okay. I think this will fit in there. No, that's got a fixed blade in it. That won't fit in there. There's 2 blades. That won't. Uh-oh. Here we go. Number 8. I'm going to quit here in a second, guys. Do what my video says I'm going to do. I'm going to take pocket knives apart. Y'all see some of the popular knives and how they come apart and go back together. I love taking them apart. God, you gotta love it when there's 3 labels on a box. Somebody's used it over and over again. Who's this guy? This is mailed to Mark Yeakel, the guy that sent me something. I don't know what he bought, but oh well. eBay tape. Where the hell you buy eBay tape? Why would you want to? What's the score here? I don't know. What is the score? Y'all watch college football today? Man, this is ripping the whole box apart. Alright, now I'm going to tape the whole box together. Alright. In she goes. I just put it right in there with the bag. Number 8. Put some popcorn or some Cheetos back in there. Some white Cheetos. Number 8's going to get a bunch of Cheetos when they open it. I'm going to put some duct tape on this one. I got some pretty duct tape. A little bit left. Some chartreuse. Cover that stupid eBay sticker. Gotta love duct tape. Professional, man. I'm gonna take duct tape all around it. We got enough. Oh, yeah. OSU beat the snot out of some team, 62-0. What was the Tennessee game? I forgot to watch it. I fell asleep on my couch. What's the ball game today? I know I'm pretty sure they won. Number 8. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to package up. What can't do? What can't it do? Y'all remember Monty Python's Flying Circus used to be on? Benny Hill used to be on, and the Handyman used to be on. Anybody remember the Handyman? It was all like these British funny flicks, right? Back in the 70s, 80s. And the Handyman used duct tape on everything. He used it for a belt, he'd do this on, in the sitcom. He put the belt, go around his waist with the duct tape. Then he had to go up on his roof and fix his gutters, so he hung his gutters with duct tape. He just used it on everything, man. Boy, I missed them shows. I'm gonna have to start watching them again here on my Fire Stick. Yeah, Handyman. That wasn't on all the time. It like came on like once a month, I think it was. It wasn't every week like Monty Python's Flying Circus and Benny Hill. But yeah, look it up you probably find some episodes on YouTube. Type in the Handyman. I would type in Handyman sitcom or Handyman comedian. Don't just put Handyman in there. You'll get all kinds of handyman ideas, DIY bullshit. You can't fix stupidity. That's right. That's right, Jim. I got some boots here to fix now for a buddy. Pair of Harley boots. He wants new zippers put in the front, so I got to put new zippers in the front for him. One of my good buddies. Actually, my guitar instructor. AC/DC tribute band. He rocks the house, man. You can look him up on Facebook. He's done dirt cheap. AC/DC tribute band, done dirt cheap. My buddy Chris. Zara. Okay, so I got a box up. I just got yours. Yours is boxed up, Jim. What the hell's the number on it? Number 10. I threw you a surprise in there. Kind of like Mr. Beandale, yeah. Look it up though. Sitcom from I think it was from the 70s or no, might be the 80s. Handyman sitcom comedian. Type something like that. And I'll do it when I get to my PC. Got you, hillbilly. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 more packages to box up, or might just get some envelopes. I don't know. I'll go buy some boxes at the dollar store tomorrow. Can't use this box. Look at this one. This is how it arrived at my door. What's that say on it? Let me turn this camera around. Hold on, Verns. Look at this one. That's how it came to my door. Imagine that, huh? Notebook pad, right? You just tape the notebook pad on there. Whose box was this? Let me see. Oh, he's got it all scribbled out. Yeah, that's how if you buy something from the man or trade, that's what you get in the mail. Notebook paper. Gee, man, instead of sending the package, why don't you just mail me to my package? Just hold on, Vern. Don't get impatient. I'll get you over here. I think I found one more box. I'm going to box up one more, that's it. The biggest one right here. Number 5 with the Laguiole and the Maracna from Robert Jones. I saved my bags because they're expensive, man. Carbone. Nice carbon. That's my preferred one. I got a couple of them. Little doily from Kelly's Mishmash. Or no, Kelly Boasted Blade. You see, where's them stickers at? I can put all that shit in here. Oh, where'd he go? I'm going to sit down on my desk here in 5 minutes. Whose address is on there? Robert Jones. I got to cross that out. Robert Jones address. We don't need that on there. Okay. Well, he wraps things up. You wrap things up too, Robert. Wrap things up well. Mr. Legend, South Carolina Knife Monkey. You guys see him on you see him on what is that? Shopify. Not what's that one? Whatnot. That's hilarious, man. Really, like 3 people paying $1 at a time to buy his numbers for his wheel spin off or whatever they do. He was selling his knives for like $15 by the time they got done nickel diming them. And that was number 5, I believe. I'm confusing myself now. Can't start doing that shit. Number 5. Well, just make sure I don't have 5 up here yet. That's all. Nope. That's it. Number 5. Okay. Let's try to take these stickers off here. That way they don't scan anything if they shouldn't. And it doesn't go to Robert's house or somebody else's house or to my house. They'll put a new sticker on top of it. All right, where's that tape? Damn it. This is the last one. I'm going to sit down at my desk and take apart knives for y'all. Make it a little less boring. Come on. I'll double check my numbers and make sure I don't have 2 5s. Whatever's left, numbers left over, that'll be the number. I'll do like Robert on this one. Round a circle you go. All right, 3 things to box up. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, take my phone back to my desk. Oh, man. Man, I'm getting hot in the sweater. I was getting cold, now I'm getting hot. Ooh, I got these Blade Walker stickers on my floor. Let me take this damn sweater off. Where's my glasses? There. You take your glasses off, you can't find them. Okay. All right, I got 4 knives up here I'm going to take apart and put back together. You all ready for this? G-Man, did I win Claude rerun? What's Claude rerun? Oh, yeah. Well, let me just get it out then. Okay. There's Big Jim at here. Barlow Brigade, number 10. You won the knife that Paul gave out for the giveaway, and then you also won the bonus run. Let me see. Bonus run was Don and Chris. And you also won. You won the where are you at here? You won the voucher. You also won number 12, the voucher giveaway, which was my knife. The voucher meaning you got a voucher for it to be made and sent to you, which is my new bottle opener knife. And you won the number 10 package, which was Paul's artisan cutlery knife. And you also have in there that that coaster I made from leather and a couple other things and a surprise. Everybody in this chat knows what the surprise is but you. If you want to know what it is, you're going to have to go back and watch this video. Or just don't surprise yourself, or just wait for it to be a surprise when it gets to your house. It's nothing illegal, but it's cool. Yeah, you got the voucher giveaway, which was the can opener knife. Bottle opener knife. And starting Tuesday, I'm working on them knives. Yours will be the first one done and sent out. What do you want? I'm going to put it down here. What do you want? I got black carbon fiber scales. I've got, I think, green ODE. No, brown burlap scales. I got black walnut and cherry. What scales do you want on that knife? You like surprises? I'll just surprise you with the scales then. All right. you you meant the surprise I put in the box. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was number 10. You got this coming. Number 10. That's got the artisan cutlery knife that you won from Paul Mills. So it came from Illinois, southern Illinois to northern Illinois, and it's going back south to Wiggins, Mississippi. And like I said, I got emails down here, a list of emails, everybody that emailed me. And I'm going to check tonight, or probably tomorrow most likely, who out of the 16 giveaways didn't email me. And I'll probably try to contact them somehow, but I think I got them all. The ones that I checked on the side, I put a check all the way down here. So this whole page here, I got all the email addresses and addresses from everybody all the way down. So there might be a couple in the four. See, this is all the way down to 12. So I got a couple from 13, 14, the last few days that I gave away. But I got the names with the numbers, so I ain't lost. This is my address book. I got oh shit, I could have put this in your box, Jim. I forgot. I was gonna put that in your box. I got new addresses here from the big giveaway. Jason Beecher, Yavez, KC Cisco, Ramses Silent, Rat King, Sean David, Cliff Brott, I got him down here. Talakina, Alaska, 99676. Marty Previtt. Them are the new ones I put in here. Jeff Jackson and Mike Milo. And Ed Harrison. But anything before that, I've already sent something to them. And yeah, so Monday I'm working on Brown Sugar's knife. And I'm working on Sean's Kuska cup. I got a nice dry piece of wood. I'm gonna start carving another Kuksa for Sean. And everything's mailed out Tuesday except for what I'm starting on Monday. Monday, like I said, is gonna be the three different things that I told people I'd have coming out to them, which is Brown Sugar's purple handle knife, the Kuksa for Sean. I got that wrench here, and I got to look through my book. I got it in my book, wrote down. Of that bottle opener knife, I got to heat treat it. And then them three things are gone. And then Tuesday, I'm going to the post office first thing to mail all these out, all these packages. And when I get home Tuesday, I'm going to spend all day putting bubbles on all my new blades that I got cut out already and getting them ready to complete and finish up the Voucher knife for Big Jim. So I'm getting all my loose ends out of the way. And then I'm going to spend a good 2 solid weeks making 24 knives and have them ready for my website. And I'm also going to be making, like I said, all them leather goods for my website. I'll have all my, by then and by the 1st of October, you guys will be able to get my hats, t-shirts, hoodies, my bedside trays made from leather like I made the case one for Derek Poriel. And some knife slips. So I'm going to have a bunch of knife slips made. There's going to be all kinds of things in my website come on the 1st of October. But you'll start seeing if you come to my YouTube channel and click on it, we'll say in about a week to 2 weeks, start clicking on my shop icon on my underneath my description on my YouTube channel. You'll see if I got anything in there yet. So I would say probably realistically in about a week I'll have a few things in the website, whether it's leather or the first couple knives I get done. But I'm doing these knives in batches. I got 6, 7, 8 cut out. I'm going to cut out 8 more, and then I'm going to heat treat them all in the same day. Then the next day I'll cut all the bubbles on them and get them ready for handles. And like 4 days, a good week, I'll have probably 18 knives in the website. So you need what for sure, Jim? For sure. The knife with the bottle opener. And then I got that's another set of knives on my table, Jim, is your 2 pocket folders I got to work on. They're sitting right there with the other 4. So I'll get all these loose ends done during this month in between working on my custom knives. So I'm going to get it all done, taken care of, out of the way. And then from now on, I'm just going to be all assholes and elbows on making goods for my website. And then, like I said, on the 1st of October, I'm going to do my next Wednesday fun day. So the 1st of October will be a Wednesday. The drawing? Oh, yeah. I'll send you that with that voucher knife that you got coming. That's going to be like within a week. I should have that sent out to you. So I'll put that drawing in it. I'll put it with the knife. I might draw you one up better. Do you an actual caricature where I wasn't trying to hurt on it. Something you can actually be proud to frame up on your wall that I would approve. That was just a scribble. I used to do portraits. I mean, I can draw anybody's face exactly like it looks. Not caricature style either. I'm talking. It'll look like a picture when I'm done drawing it. I used to do that a lot in my teen years. I got a lot of pictures in a crate. All my art drawings in a crate from when I was a kid. I still have them. They're up on the ceiling in my garage. So I got to pull that crate down one of these days and show you guys some of my drawings. But I did all her family portraits and everything. But, and I don't need to be itching. So, I got me some pure Galendula Marigold Healing Salve. I'm almost out of it. I've been using it sparingly. Look at that shit, man. That's terrible. I hate psoriasis. This makes it feel good and I don't itch. Roger that, Rough Rider. Yeah. Yep. So I got everything wrote down and I'm going to go through the table and everything I got wrote down. Spend a day doing it and getting everything prepared and ready to go. Get it done. I don't want to have anything sitting around here that I'm supposed to do. When you guys remind me, it helps me a lot. I got it wrote down. I just got to go through my books. I bought me a to-do tomorrow. Brand new book, to-do. and it's knife shop to do. So I'm going to list down in there. I'm going to go through what I got on the table over there in my other books, and write just in there what I got to do for people that I already said. Oh, okay. That feels a lot better. Here she is, the Voucher knife. This, I got another one cut out, Jim. This one ain't going to you. This is mine. The first ones made always go to me. So I'll surprise you on the scales. What looks nice. And then I also want to get one of them pocket drops are going to go to Seth at Deep South Cutlery. Because I'm going to make a half a dozen of them after he gets it and he approves it. I'm going to send them probably to you, Jim. And you can take them over there for him. Half a dozen Salbuster pocket drops will be available. Deep South Cutlery. And if you guys go to the auctions on was it Thursdays for Deep South Cutlery, all you got to do is ask them to bring one of my pocket drops up, and they'll auction it off. You know, if you want to help out Deep South Cutlery, they might sell it for like $10, $15, maybe even $20 more than what I'm selling them for in their shop. It'll probably be cheaper for you to come to my website and get it for the retail price that I sell it for. But if you want to help out Deep South Cutlery in Wiggins by Big Jim, good guys down there, man. Get you a bag of Bolster Blend coffee while you're at it. That's what Jim drinks. Man, I tell you, we both swear by it. You guys are coffee drinkers, you got to get some Bolster Blend from Deep South. Another company in Tennessee, Jim will tell you about it here, who makes the coffee. I got the bag upstairs, so. And I'm switching on and off between that and Brown Sugar's coffee. She sent me some Canadian Bolster Blend. That's good stuff too. But my favorite is the Deep South. Sorry, Brown Sugar, but that's my second favorite is the one that Brown Sugar sent me. I don't even touch the store-bought shit. It's garbage. White Monster drink. What is that? A coffee? If it ain't a coffee, I ain't gonna drink it. Energy drinks will give you a heart attack by the time you're 55. You'll most likely be dead from drinking them. I've seen so many kids pass away from them things. They're just, oh, heart attack in a can. Made here by Silver Run Coffee Crafters. So there you go, guys. I'd rather you just go to Deep South Cutlery and support them. Buy it from them. I'm sure they don't charge much more. I think I pay like, for a big bag of it, I pay like $14.75. So it's a good price. Hey, Jim, that guy's blowing the messages here is telling you to smoke a blunt. Just don't delete their messages, Jim. Delete them. Remove user from channel. Made here by Silver Run. Yep. Hey, Kodiak Edge. What's up, Brown Sugar? Your ears must have been ringing. We were just talking about you. About getting all these things up on my desk completed, including the purple handle knife. So by next weekend, that'll be out. But here's what I did tonight. I boxed up everybody's winnings. That's going out Tuesday. I got 3 more packages there yet. I got to go get 3 more boxes and some envelopes. And then there's the monthly, the whole month of last month. That's going out Tuesday too. So I will have all that boxed up and sent out Tuesday, and everybody will get an email from me what their tracking number is. I'll spend half the day doing that. That ain't no problem. So that way everybody will know for sure it's on its way out. I might get my check deposited Monday night. Well, Monday. They said Monday or Tuesday. So I pick Tuesday because it's the last day of what they said. They should deposit it directly in my account Monday past midnight sometime, by Tuesday at midnight, past midnight at Tuesday sometime. So when I wake up Tuesday morning, off to the post office, I go, it's going to take me an hour in there to get these things all stuck up. But I'm gonna, what do I got here from, Kelly told me. I'm going to start printing labels at my house. I got it in here somewhere. Yeah, so I was given a oh, here's the new Buck I want to get. Buck 791 Range Pro. That's the new Buck I'm ordering Tuesday night. Hear that, Big Jump? You want to keep up with the Joneses, buddy, you better get one. They're badass knives. They kind of remind me of a mix between, or actually remind me with one more, with a finger choil cut out in the handle, similar to this here, Spitfire. And it's as light as this Spitfire too. This is carbon fiber, so it's really light. So, the 791 Range Pro. I'm getting that bad boy. I think it's S35VN too. Pirate ship. That's it. Yep. I'll write it down again here. This is my to-do. I'm going to put it in my to-do list. My brand new book, to-do. Every morning I wake up, I'll read it. Stay right on my desk here. Get the 791. Look that one up, Jim. Range Pro. S35VN, I believe, and it's the Boss Heat Treat. So, what they say it is in Rockwell hardness, I think the one fellow said it was 62 Rockwell hardness. And if they say it's 62, you damn well sure it's going to be 62 if it's Buck. Yeah, it gets expensive, don't it, Jim? I did the same thing you're going through now, man. And now I'm getting rid of a lot of them for my German knives. Well, fuck, hell, Louis got, oh, pardon me. Louis got pretty much most of my Spydercos from me. And then Monkey, he got one of my paramilitary twos. And my best friend here in Joliet, I gave him my other military two for a Christmas present. Hey, BS. BS a name, or is that you're calling BS? Daylight. Oh, brown sugar. BS. That's not right. You call them brown sugar, BS. I guess it's faster. It's a fast acronym, huh? Okay, Range Pro. Start table knives. Okay, this is enough of this. I'm gonna get out the toolkit here and take some knives apart for you all. Why not? It's 4 in the morning. I might as well do it for another 2 hours. Oh, I gotta put this book away. I got this damn Puko book out. Any of you buy that Gentleman's Pocket Knife book yet on Amazon? I'm gonna put something else in it. To do knife projects and customs. So once I get making my knives, I'm not gonna. The only customs that are gonna custom knife work available from me is gonna be through my website. I'm gonna have an option for, like, there'll be a picture of knives I make that I haven't added. Until I add them to the list, they'll be in the custom section. Like my bushcraft knife or a Bowie knife. You know, I have pictures of these knives that are custom on order. So if somebody wants one of them made, a Bowie or a bushcraft knife or any of the other knives that I'm going to list in the customs part, it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks delivery from time of order on my customs until I get like minimum 3 knives in stock. Once then I'll take it off to custom. But there will be options for handle materials, and that will be custom. So then, like I said, it'll go back to everything. Will be explainable on my website when you go to order something. I have a room full of boxes full of books. I got a 12 by 14 room upstairs, and it's wall to wall books. I built a bookshelf on every wall, except for the one that the spare bed's against. And I got my old vintage RCA. I think it was made by RCA. I got an old vintage record player that you wind up. It's got the wooden needles and the brass needles, and it plays the 70s. The size of records, the 70s, the thick ones, and it works perfect. The thing's almost in mint shape. It's like 120 years old, and I got it in an antique shop for like $550. I think I paid for it, and I love listening to it. I got a lot of the Beethoven different symphonies by numbers. I got a lot of Beethoven albums and a lot of the older albums that I grew up listening to. My grandfather used to sing to me when I was a kid, like Al Jolson and them. I wind that thing up and go like a half an hour. And you open the doors in the front of it, and that's the speaker. The sound comes through the bottom. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you one day in a live or something. Tell bears. Okay, that's out of the way. I don't know, it's getting kind of late, so I think I'll just do a couple. So I got my address book, the numbers on each box and package with the person's name that won it. And I got everyone checked off who I got an email address. So all 12 of these are checked off. Organization. I need to go make some coffee. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little swag pack I'm gonna put together as a little perk to start, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do for the perks for members. I remember I read that list off of like 10 different things for perks that YouTube recommends. I'm gonna go through it and see how it gets structured, and I'm gonna have a few perks for the members at the 3 different levels. But all of you members are gonna get right away a swag pack perk from me with a few small things in it and my stickers as a thank you for becoming a member. So let me I'll pick my backwoods leather stickers and my Kodiak Edge stickers up Tuesday. Good idea, coffee. All right, let me see here. Hope that's not too zoomed in. There we go. See how that looks. Okay, which one should I take apart first? 1, 2, 3, or 4? I know what Cliff would want me to take apart first. You guys pick it. Which one? These are the 2 most common knives. The 2 most popular that are here. 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which one do you want me to take apart first? Another to do. I gotta get that done for that fellow. I put a new pin in it, sanded it down. Now I gotta refine it. Here's another to do. I want to get this done. This bottle opener knife. It's all metal. The German bottle opener knife. Okay, we got 4 and 3 no, we got 4 so far. Paul, he doesn't give me a number. He gives me the 80-10. Where's the 80-10 at, Paul? I don't see it. I know what you're talking about, but you don't pay attention to what I say, do you? You're funny, man. You're absolutely funny. Here's another 13-year-old kid. Get him, Jim. Number 4. So far, 4 is winning. Get a couple numbers here. A couple more numbers. Come on. I'll let you hash that out while I make a couple cigarettes. So John Adams was on my live the other night, and he said he sent that Cobra Tech into the company that makes them, and they were absolutely fascinated by my file work on it, and they took pictures of it after they put it back together. So, hey, maybe if I'm lucky, they'll show my knife, huh? But they put my his scales And my spring back that I carved for him on that, back on a new knife, and sent it back to him. Gordon, I mean, I still don't get you. Cliff brought what? What number? Yeah, I know what he's gonna pick right there. So I'm probably just gonna do that one. I'll do a couple of them. Everybody, I never took this one apart yet. I don't know if it's the Loctite on it's gonna be a bitch or not, but I'll try. And get on it, maybe I'll take all 4 apart. But I'll start out with this one first. The one I made custom scales for. So I'll see how that Triad lock works, right? The toughest lock on earth for a knife. Yep, cold steel, of course. All right, I'm going to take that 4 Max Scout apart first. After I roll a couple cigarettes. Come on. Knew that was going to happen. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. Let's see what screwdrivers, bits I need, I mean. That's a honker, man. That's a 1/4 inch thick. Ay. And make coffee? Mm-hmm. Maybe some coffee, Jim. Bring it to me, will you? Okay. I need some pliers, man. My fingers can't grab this shit. Wish I can look at them damn things and know what size they're. I'm not good at that shit. That's too big. There we go. It's got Loctite on it. But I took this thing apart when I redid it. Okay. That fell out like that, so the brass goes on the top. Oh, I got you. All right. I got one plastic one in there still, or it's missing. I guess it's missing. It don't matter. All right, I need a smaller one now. I'm thinking this one here. That's too big. Ay, ay, ay. This fucking thing. Cheap Chinese shit. Come on. Now, when I take this off, it's made in Taiwan, but I'll tell you what, Paul, this thing will outperform in harsh conditions any knife you got from in powder metal. I guarantee it. Okay, let's see if we can get this apart. I'm going to take this clip off first. Might as well take all the hardware off. People got lots of different opinions on American versus foreign. Man, I had some dirt in there. Wow. But Americans are just selling themselves out of the market with a lot of these. Expensive powder metals. Trying to hit a market with people that are loaded with money, or people that just foolishly spend their money and don't use their knives as tools, but other than objects to look at and brag about. Personally, I haven't bought a knife yet I can't use. So let's look at this Triad lock. Boom. Now this is just a pin for the spring. We just leave that in there. But you got your plastic spacer here, and they got a metal pin in it right here. So this plastic don't want to break. You know what I mean? And then they got more pins in it. That's screwed in from the other side. And I got one still in there. So we'll take it all apart. put everything on the table. So you got your spring here, and then here's the lock bar here. See, this is what makes that Triad lock. So if we put this back together now, I'll show you how it works. Where's the flat spot on this damn thing? I don't think there is one. Nope. So now we can see how this Triad lock works. Okay. But like I said, this one pin right here is stuck in this other liner. It goes in there, and this rides on it nicely. Now you can see here's a spring for your rocker lock bar. Or you don't call this a spring. This is the actual spring here. So when you push down back here, it disengages the blade with the spring there. But you can see now how tight them tolerances are. With this pin here and this in here, see from here to here, it's just like a buck, right? But here's what it makes it strong. Is that groove there on the top of the thing here. It comes in and hits flush with that, and it's concave, see? So this keeps this from wanting to break, and this goes deeper actually. And that's what makes that thing so tough. 800 plus pounds to break this lock. Many tested them, Jim. They broke them at about 800. They broke them at 820, 850, and 850 plus. It just depends on the knives. But in general, on average, I would assume they would say like 850, but I've always seen it advertised as 800. But theoretically, you could say 850. But yeah, that's just it. See, now Buck has a bolster that only comes right here with a slot in it for a straight up pin that goes to the rocker lock bar. This is considered a mid lock. The Buck 110's a back lock. Okay, so when the lock bar is in the middle, they call it a mid lock. And most of your cold steels are mid locks. But yeah, now you see what makes this so strong. It comes into that concave, and this thing slams in there, and it's in there better. It's in there deeper than what a Buck 110 is, to tell you the truth. And with this thing shaped to be perfect on this side of the pin and the blade on the other side, that thing ain't going nowhere, man. You know, this would have to break here first, and I guarantee you that steel's made to not break. Just ask Cliff. He's survived in 40 below plus temperatures with this knife, sticking it in the side of a mountain and stepping on it. Whereas he tried it with a Spyderco's and they all shattered. That powder steel is no good for cold, really cold environments. Powder steel to me are just basically a modern game that the guys like to play. Who's got the best better than that? And you know, in practicality, the AUS 10 steel, AUS 8 steels, down to the 1084, 80, 95 high carbon steels are the workman's choice when it comes to using the knives. So there you go, clip. Mid-lock, push up on it, unlocks the blade. I'll take everything off and give it a good cleaning. Note where that spring bends up at. I always put it in that direction. See here? So I put it back together. These are just spacer pins. And they're tapped in, see? You can see them here. This thing here is for an additional lock pin. You can put a lock pin in there. If that Triad ever fails, that lock pin is there. See? You can stick it all the way through the knife. Which, if you look at it, when that lock pin's in, it won't want to go, you know, completely and cut your hand off, right? So I won't take these out because I don't want to. I'll just clean everything now with, you know. And then this thing's on its own bushings. I mean, I could take it off. It's not really hard. And one day I'll take this and make it out of steel. Some 1/4 inch nickel silver steel, and I'll carve it or something. So that's basically it, see? These are collets, screw collets, see? You screw it in on both sides of the knife. And it's just plastic. So I'll probably be replacing that with nickel, silver, or stainless and carve something on it. Most likely stainless. Some stainless flat stock I got back there. And I'll carve a nice little floral pattern on that and carry it through to this. So again, this thing flipped around. It goes there like that. The straight part goes in the straight slot. The curved up part always goes towards the rocker lock. Let me get some cleaner. And I just use acetone. It dries instantly, you know. Best stuff to clean knives with. You don't have to buy that shit like the Knife Doctor does and Rubik's and them guys. Then they got a mess going everywhere. This is all you need. Ace Hardware for $10. And it dries instantly. Just get the dirt out. And you can see I got dirt in it because I use them. I don't have a knife, it ain't worthy of using. unless it's an expensive one like my 970 elk dagger, one of 250. Special knives don't get ever used, of course. But everything I bought in powder steels, they've all gotten used. All my paramilitary 2s and Angelica and all the other Spydercos that I had. He's fixing to film us short. We gotta go watch him. I've been slacking on watching people's videos lately. I spend a little quality time with my wife. Went and watched some college football today at my brother's sports bar. He had a game on 6 different TVs, 6 different games. That's pretty much clean. Ain't gonna get any cleaner than that, really. Service dirt. All right. Look at that thing. That's mostly oil and shit around there. You can use lacquer thinner, work a little bit better than this, but I like this because it dries up good. Some of these oils, they're not synthetic, so they'll cake up on you. So you really got to use a good oil, synthetic oil that won't cake up on you. And this is what happened here. And I think this is stock oil. They cake up and then they start holding dirt. Same thing happened on an older manual wind and mechanical watches back in the day. 100 years ago, they didn't have synthetic oils back then. They had to be serviced after 50 years, and the oil's caked up, collecting dirt and stuff from the user. Virtually stopped the watches from running. So now when they get them watches after 50 years reserviced by a new service person, them synthetics will last 100 years without caking up. That's right, Cliff. I mean, they're the best all-around knife tools to use. And it a lot of it has to do with the, I mean, just go watch the video on this knife. Nobody can destroy it. All the reviews on this knife, there's never been a video on YouTube yet since this was introduced where they've broken the blade or chipped it out. I mean, they're just workhorses. Count on them. They're dependable. Okay, that's clean. Make sure there's nothing around this lockjaw. And then just the blade, that's all I gotta clean. And then the pivot pin. You don't have to clean your spacers or screws or anything like that. See how it's caked on there? That could be from, yeah, shit that it's not caked on here. So this is probably something that I cut that caked in there. Make sure your locking mechanism's free. Nothing's in there. Your Triad lock. Triad basically means it locks in 3 different positions instead of 2 on a Buck 110. As you can see, that pin is up here in the front, on top of the tang. That's the 3rd locking position. 1, 2, 3. Three points of contact on that blade. That makes it a triad lock. It locks up in 3 spots. That's what triad lock means. And I'll show you as I put it together. But I got another cleaner up here somewhere. I don't know where it is. But I'll show you one thing that really works well for me. Goju hand cleaner. I just put a little bit on that rag there. It's got an abrasive in it. You know, it's an oil-based abrasive cleaner. And it cleans your hands so well because the same chemical compound breaks down the same chemical compound, you know. Oil breaks down oil, you know. You get oil in your hands, people like to use gasoline to clean their hands if they don't have no goju. Well, they're both petrochemicals. They break down each other. And one that's finer breaks down the thicker. You see that gone? It's got an abrasive in it. And it's a chemical. It's a petrochemical. Like gasoline. That's it. Okay, we'll get this thing back together. One other thing I do real quick that you should do is take these bronze or these copper washers, whatever your knife has. Some have bronze, some have copper. And it's best to have, like, I could go back there and get some, but I just get a little steel wool. That's all you need. Just give them a quick buffing. But the guys will use 4,000 grit, just go in a circular motion, about 10-20 seconds each side. In fact, I think I'll go get some. Let me show you guys right. You see how they look dirty now? It don't have to be 3,000-4,000. I got a piece of 1,500 grit here. See that? Nice and shiny now, before and after. Don't take long. See, nice and shiny, before and after. No, you don't have to do it with the plastic one. Just make sure it's clean of dirt and stuff. I can give it a little scrubbing with the acetone. There was 2 of them. I think I lost one of them. But that ain't gonna stop it from working, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Alright, where's my damn lighter at now? Put it in my pocket or what? Wow, I tell you what. There it is. I knew it was hiding somewhere. Just inspect this, make sure there's no rust on it. Kind of looks like there is a little bit. You know, because the moisture, this thing's coated. It's a heat-treated spring with a black coating on it, some kind of black coating. Let's make sure it's clean. I'll just rub it with a little goju. But what was fun, Sugar? What was you talking about? What was I talking about that made you say that? Or somebody else say it? Spider go shattered cutting a rubber hose. I believe it. I mean, they're good for simple tasks around the house, but you know, I wouldn't carry one if my life had to depend on it in harsh conditions or environments where a tough knife's needed, where you'd normally carry a fixed blade anyway. So let's get it back together. There is a flat spot on that. I gotta remember where it goes. I think right there. That'll work. Again, this goes up. That part that's bent on the end, straight part goes in it like that. And the rocker lock bar goes on top of that. There she is. Okay, nothing else to put on that but the blade. And see, there's that spacer pin right there. It comes out, but I'm not gonna pull it out. And I got a little dirt on here, but this is stainless steel, so it don't matter. But now you can look at the scale. This is what I made. It's all flat on this side, except for here. You got one guide pin hole area there. That plastic here and a spacer goes in that hole there that I made. And then there's another one in the back. There's two of them, so that this doesn't want to spin. One there and there. Countersunk holes. Other than that, these are countersunk, including that one for putting a pin on it. So, see that? That goes in that countersunk hole there. And just line it right up with it. Just like that. And she's golden. I can screw all my small screws in. Normally, if you had a spring assist, you would do this first before you did all these. So, that's the lanyard hole there, right? Yeah. And I think my clip goes on there, so this goes here. I have my clip when I close the knife on this side, so I'll put these screws in first and then put my clip in. I think there's only one on that side anyway. Stuffin said hi. Good morning from Sweden. Sweden. What's up, Sweden? I need to get over there one of these days to visit that beautiful country. It's on my bucket list. I'm going to travel all over Europe in the trains and go up north to the Scandinavian, Norwegian areas where Sweden, Finland, and all them countries are. Up in the closer to the Baltic. You think Canada's cold. Sweden's every bit of cold of Canada. Or every bit of cold of Alaska. So what do I got? Two more screws. Oh, okay, I got two in the back. I want to put this in my pocket like that. So my clip on that side, so two screws go on this side. Opposite of where the clip goes. Like I said, there's some collets in there, right? In that plastic spacer. These won't crank all the way down until I get that pocket clip on there. because the collet just spins inside the spacer until you get the pocket clip on. So you can't really crank down on them yet. I will be able to once I do this now. Indonesia. Now they're getting tight. Cigarette break. Man, everybody must have fell asleep on clip. Where'd Paul go? Did he fall asleep too? I don't get him godly tight. Just tight enough to not want to back out. Make sure this one's tight. Last one. You take medicine for your nails? No, it's I take medicine for my psoriasis. That's what it is. Yeah. Praise the Lord you don't have psoriasis. That's all I gotta say. So you learn something new every day, don't you, buddy? The world's undereducated. There ain't no doubt. If they had psoriasis, they know what it is. See, now I got a little crack going here, man. So eventually, I'll probably take it apart, crack it all the way across, and glue it back together with wood glue. Or I'll just put some, I'm thinking I want to put a tan micarta on here. I do like this zebra wood the most, though. So, how tight did I get that? I want to draw that other side in, but I don't want to crack the wood either. So you can't go too godly tight. Oh, that's too godly tight. Back it up a little bit. There she is, brother. That's Formac Scout, OS 10. And his 21-year-old kid's got a YouTube channel. And he's got like 1,700 some subscribers. But he's always sharpening knives on his page. And I try to tell him something, and he's always got an answer. Young kid learning. 21, 23 years old, somewhere around there. I told him that OS, he said something about OS 8. I says, OS 10 is the big brother of OS 8. And I said, that knife will take care of any of them powder metal knives you got. He said, I don't know about that. And I'm like, whatever, kid. You'll learn. Another 20 years, you might be there. This is my trainer self-defense. What's that? This one? It's kind of big for a trainer. I got one on a blade like that'll kill you in 7 seconds. Oh, this one right here will do the more damage quicker. But you got to learn on something. That's for sure. You might as well have a big old honky heavy one, right? Now, I forgot, but I'll do it now anyway. Put a shot of oil on it. Hello. Yeah. Please put a drop or two of oil on them brass washers before you put the knife together. Solid as can be. Cannot break that son of a bitch. Tell you what. Yeah, you get a smaller knife for appendix carry. Like this one here, you can turn it. You get the cardiac artery underneath the leg. Come in underneath somebody's leg and slice that son of a bitch. They're dead. Better get in the hospital in about 14 seconds. They'll bleed out like a pig. That's if the neck area ain't available. All right. That one's done. I'll make a new lanyard for it. Man, didn't they just give you a Woody? Cliff? When you pull out that knife? You just hear that pop of that Triad lock. SE6 Carbono steel, yeah. Carbon steel, it's the way to go. Outdoor purposes. This is carbon steel with a special finish on it that will not break off. That's that plastic they make them coffee lids out of. Same shit. I carved with it on my bonfire last night. Didn't even put a scratch in it. Coating this carbon steel. This is 1094, 1095. No, this is D2. I'm sorry. This one is D2. But most of your outdoor survival knives are a form. They're either D2 or they're 1095 because of the toughness of the D2 with less chromium in it. I'll do one more. Why not, right? This one's real simple. It's just the, liner lock. So what do I got here? What am I dealing with? That's perfect. What about the big one? You tell me these are the same size as the cold steel. Wow. All the screws are the same size as the cold steel. This just has two plastic washers in it. But same concepts here with a spring. And this is a mid-lock, just like this one, see? So the inside of this one will be very similar. In fact, I could pull this spring out, I bet, before I even take the knife apart. See that? We'll take the spring, or we'll take the rocker lock out first. I'm going to put my finger on the other side of the screw. It wants to. wants to move on me. See? Same idea, see? Same as the cold steel in a way, but it ain't a Triad lock because it doesn't have the cutout here and a pin that goes there into the liners. Ooh. I hope I can get that off. Let me see if I can get the pocket clip off first. Me a specialist? Well, I've been working on knives for 30 years, so I'm not a beginner, that's for sure. And I pretty much, over 1,100 knives I've had more than half of them apart. I never took this apart, so if this thread lock is unbearable, I need a bigger screw. Or torque. I don't think I'm going to get this one apart. Well, you know what? I don't have to take it apart. Because basically the spacer's pretty much the same as the Triad lock, or the spacer here. Same concept. It's got a slot, plastic, see? The spring goes into that plastic slot the same exact way. So I could take the blade out and clean it completely and not worry about taking the rest of the knife apart. It's got a good thread lock on there, that's for sure. And I'm not going to strip these out to try to get it out. This is a $170 knife. Custom shop. Buck. Carbon fiber. A switchblade or a spring assist. This is neither a switchblade or a spring assist. This is a mid-lock, lockback, just like a Buck 110. Spring assist would have a spring in here to where it was spring open. The blade would spring open after you got it to the midpoint. A little bit of goju on this side. Yeah, the same. The spring assisted or switchblade or lock, it's the lock back. Mid lock, just like the cold steel. That's clean enough. In fact, I think if I can find it now, where'd it go? Now, see, there's going to be the thing when you don't take the rest of these scales apart. I'm going to have to widen this a little bit. See if I can use my pliers. There we go. Like that. So I have a little more space to get my washers on. Yeah, always put a synthetic oil on these so it don't cake up on you. This probably hasn't been taken apart since Buck put it together. Athenix company of it. So all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Just a drop. A little bit. Couple drops. That'll hold that washer on. With suction. Now it won't fall off and I can stick it in here. I got that wrench in there to give me a little more space. So it goes in this direction here. See, now it's wanting to move. So that means I gotta give it a little more space. See how I spread that apart with the needle nose? There it is. There, that cleared it. Now I can get my pin back in there. Now this has got a flat spot on the back side. But I want to look at both sides, make sure, yep, okay. It's countersunk on both sides. So I'll put that there like that. There it is. Went through that slot. That's fairly tight. Now, am I missing a part or no? I gotta make sure. I think that goes on the other side. Yeah, because it's not clearing, so. I gotta look at that better. There's a flat spot on there. Okay, it does go on that opposite side. There's no flat spot on this side of the scale. the scale on this side, just on the other side. There we go. It's all the way down now. I'll just get this started. Now I'll get my spring in there. Remember that bend goes up. I'll look in there for that slot. There it is there. Get it started in there. It fell right in place. See that? Boom. Pushed it all the way back. Now I can close my blade out of the way so I can get my mid-lock rocker lock bar in there. The rocker lock bar. It's not a spring. The spring's that going into the spacer. Good thing about this, it's got a fairly... Now see, this has also got that square side on it. So if I look in here, don't have a square on the scale here, but this side I got a square on the, see it on the bottom there? It's square right there on the very bottom. Right there. So that tells me that this square has to face that way. If I'm going to put this on this way. Just work it in there. Boom. There it is. My screw. Oh shit. Look at that. Hello, McFly. Don't do as I do, just as I say. Put your damn rocker lock bar in there. Get that square notch where it needs to go started. In the hole there. Finagle it till it falls in place. Where is that hole? There it is. Make sure your hole's lined up. You gotta get that square side to fall in place. Sometimes the vise works good for doing this. Makes it a lot easier. Same when I do buck 110s. But it's not going to go through if you don't have it in the right spot. Might have to get the vise out. Come on. It'll fall as soon as I get it lined up right. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the vise out, I see. Maybe that'll work. Have the blade open. Come on. Come on. Man, what is the problem here? There. That shouldn't give me any problems now. Come on. Gotta be shitting me. There we go. Little finagling, but you'll get it. There we go. Longer screw. Aussie, Aussie. Boy, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Good day, mate. What's up, man? I got that spring, I think, a little bit too tight. Or the screw on the rocker lock bar a little too tight. Yeah. So now, check my tension on this. Oop, wrong screw. There, torque head. What the heck do I got going on here? Too big. I swear I just put that thing back in there. Let's see if that's it. Too big. Yeah, I got that. I got this too tight. Perfect. See, you don't want these too tight. The good thing about this knife is you can do tip up or tip down, left or right handed. That's what I love about this knife. Jose Rondon said hi. Yep, this is it, guys. This is the last knife of the night. Time for me to hit the sack. So, in my pocket, pull it out, boom. Yeah, it sucks having psoriasis, man. It affects my fingers and my hands and everything else. But just something you got to deal with with old age, I guess. I like knives, Jim says. I like knives. So, apparently you got your video done. I'm going to go check it out before I go to bed. Probably take a half an hour to load, though, right? Okay, I'm done. No more knives, folks. Hope that helped you out when you want to clean one day, one of the two knives. Now Cliff understands how the Triad lock works. 3 points of contact, and I'll show you on the paper here. And it also implies to, this also implies to like traditional folders, having 3 points of a contact. And I'll show you what I mean. As you see that blade now on cold steel knife comes down and it's got this here, right? Concave, right? Okay. Oh, this ain't really a good representation of the tang. It actually comes like this, like that. Okay. Here's the rocker lock bar, right? We got that pin in there, right? Right? Now you got this coming here. It's flush with that pin, right? And then it comes in here like that. Your pivot pin, right? So you got this gap underneath this lock, right? But these angles are identical. This is completely flush at all times to this side of the pin, right? And then you got the pin over here on this side of that concave part of the blade, right? So now you count them. 1, 2, 3 points of contact. Triad lock. It's locking here, it's locking here, and it's locking there. That's the triad lock. Now, 3 points of contact on a traditional knife, right? You got a spring, right, that comes across the back of a knife. Well, I don't want to do it like that. You got a spring. I'll show you that. I was this way. I'll bring it this way. 3 points of contact. Right here on that pin. Right here on the pin. And right here. That's what makes that rock solid. There's no play in these two areas, these three areas. None whatsoever. When that lock comes down, there's no way in hell to really break it unless you put a major force on it. And that's what put cold steel on the map, is that Triad lock. They're the first ones to figure out from a traditional knife the 3 points of contact. Now here's on a folding knife that makes them your typical folding knife, right? You got your spring in the knife like this. Rocker spring, they call it, right? This one's called the rocker lock bar. This is the rocker spring. Same concept, it just doesn't have a lock here that goes into a blade. And there's usually 1 or 2 pins in these. So now you got your blade, right? That's flush, always flush on the top. And then you got your clip point or whatever have you. But this one has the same thing that the Triad has, or the rocker lock bar has, right? No, wait, I'm sorry. It don't. I take that back. This is straight across. It does not lock. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. So this is these are made so it's like this. See here, you got that half moon here, right? See that? This is how the tang's made. So that bar comes down on the tang. We're making 1 point of contact here, 2 points of contact there, and the third is right here. The tang hits here and then it curves. See that? You got a curve in it. So there's 1 point of contact here, 1 there, and 1 there. 3 points of contact. Now, when you have a traditional knife, right? You got the spring here again. It's straight. Here's your tang on here's your knife blade, right? Now, when you put a half stop in a traditional folding knife, you don't have this round part. You got the flat. Now, there's only 2 points of contact if that's flat when you fold the knife at the halfway point. Jim knows what I'm talking about. So when this blade comes to the halfway point, it looks like this. Let me draw this upside down so I can visualize it better. Here's your spring. And I'll turn it so you guys can see it. Right? So here's your blade, right? Now, great traditional knives are made not with this flat like I showed you here, or on this side here. See here? The cheap traditional knives don't have this concave. It's flat, so it lays against the spring and it stops here. So they're relying on just 2 points of contact. Now, and it's rounded here. It doesn't have a semicircle in it, concave. So if you look here, here's the concave, see? When you get a traditional knife and it just snaps into position and it doesn't want to go any further, if this is flat, it'll want to move further because you only got 2 points of contact. The flatness on the spring here See, now you got, in this position only, you got 2 points contact instead of just one. See? And that's what keeps this thing from wanting to go that way or that way, back that way. On a good, well-made traditional knife. If this is flat, this could pivot forward or backwards on you in an accident, depending on how tight tolerance is on this pin, pivot pin. You know. So 3 points contact. Here's the cold steel. One point, one here, one there, one here. 3 points. Triad. It locks in 3 spots. And most of your traditional knives, like I said, are 3 points of contact. 1, 2, 3. And then if it's got a half stop in it, this will be 2 points when it folds up. That, you know, if this, like I said, if this was flat, it'd want to rock away from this 1 point either direction, which makes it a more dangerous knife. Just the way it is. I don't know what it is about it. When you have 2 points of contact, it's greater than 1 point. All right. So these knives are basically made the same in the midlock, identical, you know, with the spacer and the spring, the rocker lock bar, other than the fact the tang on this inside ain't made for a lock pin to go in there, which would give it 3 points of contact. It does have 2 points. The end of this hitting the back of the blade tang and hitting in the inside here on the groove in the blade tang. It's only got 2 points, but it's hard to break them 2 points too. It keeps it from coming this way and that way. The angle's perfect. Okay. All right. Good night, fellas. See you later. I'm getting off here too because it's getting daylight now, and I'm going to go hit the sack and make my lovely wife a wonderful Sunday dinner. Something smoked on the grill, I'm thinking. That's it, Cliff. You now know how that works. The Triad. 3 areas of contact. That's basically where that's derived from. Have a good night. Had a good, wonderful day and rest of your weekend, Brown Sugar. Appreciate it. And what did I make? I didn't make nothing. I took 2 knives apart and showed them how they work. So showed everybody how they work and reassembled them. These 2 here. Virtually the same in the rocker lock bar. Nothing changed other than the fact the Triad lock has 3 spots of contact for locking it with no play. Absolutely none. Hey, I love you too, Hillbilly. This old Billy boy. Hey, there's John Adams, everybody. How you doing, John? Yeah. Tell the boys how the company liked the knife that you sent back to. I was telling them earlier. I hope they put it in a picture, man. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, guys? That Cobra Tech. John said they took a picture of it. They were fascinated by it. Maybe they'll come out with one now with the carving on it, right? I wouldn't put them past it. Yeah. Good company, man. That came right there from Deep South Cutlery, right next to Jim's house. Barlow Brigade Jim. They're the ones that sold it. You know, you've been on there to buy a knife before. Yeah, they take pictures for for records of every knife that comes in broke and goes out before and after. But I'm sure they're I'm sure they took a picture of that carving I did on the lock spring. Oh. So I assume Paul probably hit the sack. Yeah. Yep. Maybe they checked out my page, huh, John? I'd like to get a couple from Deep South and carve them and send them back to them. They can make 75 more bucks on one of the knives. For every 2 I do for them, they can send me a traditional folder at their cost. They can make 150 bucks on a knife, on 2 knives, more than they would without it. Oh, all kinds of plans. Israel. Thoughts? It's just another country controlled by banks, just like the United States. But see, here we like knives, see? This channel is about knives. Hey, Jim, he could have talked religion with you, brother. Just kidding. So, yeah, I mean, you can get these in any color from Custom Shop Buck if you guys want to get one of these knives. And this one here is around 175 bucks with the carbon fiber. 722 Spitfire. And they make the 726, the smaller version. And you can get them both from the custom shop with anything from neon green scales to carbon fiber to ballistic nylon. No. To G10 aluminum, aircraft grade aluminum. And this one happens to be the carbon fiber. The guy bought it off of eBay, said he didn't know what the initials stand for on it. Somebody that initially bought it, but they sell them for $175, and I got the winning bid on eBay for $145. Yep, I'm getting that 726, brother. Yeah, I wrote down right here in my book. No, not the 720, or I'm sorry, the 726 is a Spitfire. The 791, it's the big brother of this knife. You got to look at that. They got it in Magna Cut. Sweet. It's not a Spitfire, but it's very similar, but it's got a cut choil right here. And it's as light as a bug out. I'm not shitting you. Like 1.89 ounces or something like that. So that's my next one, Jim. 791 Range Pro, it's called. Google it. Check it out. You'll love it. Somebody's got a video on it already, I've seen. But the 726 Spitfire is the little brother of the 722. This is the 722. They're identical, just one's smaller. The 726 is smaller than the 722 here. And my next one's the 791 Range Pro. Check it out. Awesome knife. You don't have to get it in the Magna Cut. You can get it in the 428C too. Hey, good old cold steel, right? Can't beat these knives up. Come on. Can break the wooden scales. So, anyways, that's that. Now you know everything about the Triad lock. No matter what knife has the Triad lock, the concept is always identical in the knife. How it locks with the 3 points of contact, with no tolerance, absolutely zero tolerance. You cannot fit a 1/1000th of an inch spacer between that pin and them blades, that blade and that rocker lock bar, because the reason why it works so efficient, reason why it works so well is because you got that angle there, and that allows that to come down to a certain point to where it's completely flush there as it is here and there. Both of them, slight angle, slight angle. They come right down into them two areas and just fucking lock up like nobody's business. Who's blind? He's goofy. Who's goofy? Derek? Oh, that goofy ass son of a bitch? I don't know, man. Cliff hit it on the head. He's goofy. And blind. And tall. Any more questions? At least, and like I said, now you know, I'll disassemble. I got one disassembled. I'll show you. I got videos on them on my page to see how the traditional knife works with the 3 points of contact. But this knife's a total different game, 3 points of contact. And that's why they call it the Triad lock. Locks in 3 spots. 3 different positions, 3 angles. He does. It's like a cone getting shoved into a round hole, right? It goes so far and then it stops. So you think of that rocker lock bar is cone shaped, right? In the front, just slightly, but just enough so it clears that pin to the same point where this side of it locks in place. They both stop in the same position, which would be that flush with the blade. That rocker lock bar is ground down on that angle to the point to where this spring is flush with everything. It's called dialing it in. Now, on traditional knives, that spring wouldn't be up like that in a half stop position. That spring, where they grind it back of the tang down, that spring would be dialed in to be flush with this again. So it's flush there on a traditional knife, and it's flush here, and it's flush here, 3 spots. That's called dialing in the rocker lock bar. It's got to be ground exact right angles, exact thickness or width or height, I should say, from the top down, in the perfect angles. So it's flush in all 3 different positions. A rocker lock bar knife, it's not. I mean, you can dial it in, but not this one because it's specifically made for the Triad. But like a Buck 110, I can get it in a half stop and take not the top, but the bottom of it on the angle, and it'll still lock. It'll just be shorter. It's called dialing it in the industry. Questions I cannot answer. They open with centrifugal force. Well, that's what pushing this down, the centrifugal force causes it. It just causes that to come up out of its pocket, its cone-shaped pocket. Yep. Okay. I can't really see if it's daylight on the angle on that window until I go out this door and I look straight out my porch door. So no G-Man talking about Bali song knives. Nope. You want that? You got to go over to Ground Fog's page. The only thing I'll tell you about them is they made Benchmade famous. The Bali song. That's where the butterfly came from on a Benchmade. The Song of the Blade, Bali, the butterfly was used with Bali's song wrote in the butterfly with Benchmade underneath the butterfly. And then they changed it in the 90s. I believe it was the early 90s, if I can remember right. So, that said, thanks everybody. I was stumbling around on Facebook or on YouTube wanting to watch a live video, and there's only a couple of them, and wife goes to bed. You know, I'm a late dropper myself, so I don't think I can change my body chemistry, but I'll put all this shit away tomorrow. Hand me one more cigarette here. I got one here that's underpacked. Yep. You have a good day too, John. We'll see you guys again. All right. Thanks for watching, man. Next Tuesday, they will be gone, folks. All right. We'll see you guys probably Monday night. Peace.